the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense will take the field first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running into the open space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Bringing the heat. Wiggins for it. And he gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. They go to the ground. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about they change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Salter. Rushes on him. Scrambling away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit and nickel pickup there. Guys, let's look big picture in college. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a
is just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line is so important for these college.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. That one to really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
And the Buffaloes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and 4 effort. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Powers through the defender. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No way to go on down. He goes at the 39.
When the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Salter. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the option. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front to go get positive yardage.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here we go. Rides to back and leaves it. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Look out, he's got room. Oh, spins away. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And it's in there. Touchdown. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how do you respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That's caught. It's met. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Salter. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of Bart Meat windshield. third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive. This. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get to the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Salter. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him a lot of way there to pick up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Safe completion on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Keeps the play going. Snags it. Over the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays. And he does.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. First down and more. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. DB's right up on the receivers. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Salter. Buys a little time. Looking to scramble. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit. To the air on first down. That's reeled in, it's Hayden. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
All kinds of room to the right. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a... And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll pitch it. He's brought down, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets it past the mark. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling over the ring.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the pressure. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now. They needed to make something.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. They tried to For the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. First down and 5 after the penalty. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain. No first down.
Not sexy, it's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
Downfield, it's Salter. Slips attack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cole.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he finds no running room at all. And the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. Period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They have the lead in the 1-possession game. They're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He is stopped short. Isn't that going to make things interesting? possession on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see. Always a welcome play from the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Salter. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Now a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds. And what a way to build a little momentum. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and finally throw it, that's what you take it.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 3rd down after the run. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Unloads to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
To throw, it's Salter. It's complete to the right. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker.
offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple of possessions. You got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Gonna look downfield again. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the soft spot. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Salter. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Barnett. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blocker. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Punts it out of the air. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed
some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Flushed out of the pocket. That's a right ball. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments in individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's